Hello and welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I'm in a new outfit. I got it from the Little Ladies Day event, which my Buy Me a Coffee supporters have seen. They get a special video every 2 months, and that was their video. So if you want to watch those little extra videos, you can support me with any amount on Buy Me a Coffee, or on YouTube. Oh, geez, I think I forgot the YouTube people. I'm just realizing that now. Okay, well, the YouTube people will also have it. Oh gosh, I forgot. It's brand new to be on YouTube and have supporters on YouTube, so I will be fixing that for them before this video comes out. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? I bet you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Yes, okay, so the dragon basically was like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I am gonna remove all of your power because I don't like you. And honestly, I mean fair, I guess. I mean, it kind of stinks for me, but like, you do you, I guess. And also I have a little tiny dragon now that like follows me around, which I think is also him. Anyways, praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Midfilia informed me of Sir Amaric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it, and I would hear your report. Well, the dragon, it was bad. You conversed with Midgard-Sormer. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing his moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Yeah, that's probably not great. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Aymeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard-Sormer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. You say that, but we'll see. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Amaric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Okay. I'll trust you. What do you think, girlie? Is there something you are not telling us, Willith? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you're missing something important. I guess I can tell you because you also have the problem, but yes, I lost it. 12 for Fen, Midgard-Sormer stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I guess how normal humans feel. I just feel normal. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard-Sormer made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nemia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard-Sormer ever watch over the Sorth, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and was not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. This will have no dire consequences later. I'll be great. The dragon! Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. What the heck? You're just gonna say that cryptic little thing and leave? Dragons. Oh, hi, everybody.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
That's true. Yep.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
Yeah.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
Oh,
I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Okay. Bye. You're so slay.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Because it's never easy. Never. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard Soma who roared, a call to arms by one of the First Brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. I agree. Not much to do about it. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbreda has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume that there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Scions. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Where's she at? Oh, she's over here. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solar South, shall we? Really, why can't we talk out here? Everybody always got me running around. The gang's all here.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's
Yes,
start
let's
by reviewing
recap.
what we already know.
Let's give a
So,
recap.
an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store
She needs to
ether
be
for
told
long
so that
periods?
we can remember.
Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
I don't know.
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men.
Yeah, probably.
Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scions' aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Ascians will next appear.
True.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
They are so funny. I love their banter.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangrid and Papalymo shall accompany you.
Okay. I haven't seen Thancred in a while.
Ida and Yashtola, In the meantime, I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well, and be safe.
Peace out. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed in the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilrid will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Of course, bestie. Bye. Oh, hi. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stone for a time. Vilhamen travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. I see. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front or we shall fall. That's true. How extraordinary that my little Acilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as her mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. At least she has some protection. I shall be well protected, it seems. Should we be on our way then? You got this, guys. Feels like it's been so long since we've been over here, but maybe it hasn't been too terribly long. Hello. Oh. Hi, Wilrid. Commander Lavalier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand, the Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raban's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Right. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we may coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Sure, just don't know the fact that I don't have my powers anymore, but I should be okay. Oh, I'm right here. Well, hello. Lieutenant Leaf, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design no less. By my order, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. Yeah, let's do it. Let's kill some people. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Aliane, and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Bruh, I thought you were the one I had to report to learn what to do. I come talk to you, you give me the lowdown, and then Monkey D. Luffy. Do you look like him? I don't know. You look cool. I haven't seen the show that the monkey's from. He's from One Piece. I have not seen it. It's very long, I heard, and I don't even finish TV shows that are short, so maybe it's not for me. But I've heard it's good. Glad to have you with us, Willis. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castra Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamid's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Oh, hi. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Elbert. What's your strategy then, man? Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise choice indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions will join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads heading out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. Sounds good. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yu Hase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Let's move out, squad. Look at my little bunny run behind me. Look at it. I love it so much. That's so cute. Alright, no more time for cuteness. Now it's time to kill people. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories you are what? Yes. You know I have to do it once per video. Are want to pave the road to greater coin. Now this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain we're hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. You got it. I just want to make sure. I mean, I know I'm supposed to go... I'm not supposed to go this way. I'm supposed to go over here. I literally read that out loud, and I still didn't understand what I was supposed to be doing. And the music's not here anymore. I hate when the music cuts out. It makes me scared. Did I go the wrong way? Can I walk right here? Oh, the shadow made me think it was empty. Oh my gosh, they're huge. Guys, I solved your problem. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean between us more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I'll contact the Fourth and let Lieutenant Aliane know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Sure. Can't we just do that over the crystal or something? Like, why can't we just send out a mass crystal text and be like, hey guys, everything's good, don't worry about it. Lieutenant Leaf, what news of the Garleans? They're dead in the west, that's for sure. The raiding parties are no more then. Excellent. The Imagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that their plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Aliane has reported a sound of victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogaden lady with the large axe, it appears she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalin is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you would check in on her before you continue on your way. Yeah, of course. She's my friend. We haven't known each other for that long, but already I know we're besties, and I will give my life for her, okay? That might be really strong wording, but I mean it. She's cool.
Hold on, I won't be a second.
Okay. I have a feeling something bad's about to happen, but...
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes.
They're cool.
To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
That's fun.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it?
You can do both.
I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Aye, that ought to do it.
Let's hope this works. Ooh.
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed?
Of course I
The
did.
siphon works, I'm happy to say.
Yay.
With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether. Which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way.
I believe you.
I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
I appreciate that. Uh-oh.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Who the heck are you? Great. Another one of you freaks.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan.
I don't like
Keeper
your voice.
of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns.
Oh, okay.
But I waste my breath.
Yes. I think you do.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them.
Hey, don't be mean to my
We
friend.
meet at last, warrior of light.
Hi.
I am Nabriales.
Of course
And
you
you have long been a thorn in my side.
Well, I am to
I
most people.
suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Yes, well, that was bad. Oh, you know he can't die.
Oh, bugger.
Oh my gosh, that was
Do
wild.
settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
Don't say that out loud, man. We're keeping that quiet.
Dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion?
No,
This I did not foresee.
that's not what happened.
Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And now
I didn't mean to skip
is
it.
the
I just got so
time
mad
to
at him.
claim the stuff.
I got so mad at him, I had to skip.
With it in my grasp, I
the
shall
staff.
rise
Okay.
above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
He's after a staff. So we need to get a staff. That's our next mission. Find whatever freaking staff.
What did
he was
that
talking
bastard want with us?
about. To taunt us, probably. I don't know.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff...
Moonbrita, I love you.
You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
We need to find it.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger.
Yeah.
We have to get back to the
everybody's
Rising
gone.
Stones.
Like, literally everybody. Oh gosh, please be okay. Okay, is anybody here? You're here. Master Louis Thaw's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Oh my gosh, nobody's here. Literally everyone's gone. Except for Tatario and Menfilia. Of course. Dang. No. You're kidding.
You two.
Oh, okay, she's holding it. Hi.
So, you were able to divine my intent.
Yeah, you literally said
What
staff.
now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting.
Oh my gosh, I have
You
to
have
kill this
become
guy.
decidedly dull and
Well.
quite incapable of barring my entry.
I can still do something. Don't try me.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know.
Dang.
Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
But now I don't have it.
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Wow, I hate this guy.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
Oh, okay. Sure. I hate that they can just like teleport. Freak me out.
You will not harm her!
Moonbrita, my bestie! No! What just
Moonbrita!
happened? What
Why
was
must
that?
you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
Okay, so she's not dead, but she's like
The
poisoned or
staff is
something.
but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
Something bad, Midvillia, obviously.
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
Why would you even tell us that?
How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
That can be arranged, I'm
Insufferable
sure.
woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with
Dang.
the staff,
Midvillia.
I will take you too.
Midvillia's always getting captured, man. just don't take her, please. I don't have time to save her again. Oh, dang. Well. I knew you were going to turn around and say something else. Oh, he didn't even say something. He just turned around and looked at me. Dang, I gotta get my power back. And Midvillia back. And save her. And stop him. Jeez, I got a lot of crap going on.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
What about... okay. I will. Jump into this portal. Hopefully other people need to do this. 23 minutes! Oh, dang it. Well, I'm afraid we're gonna have to end it early because I play at the wrong time of day. I know this happens to me like every single time, but maybe this one is different and really she just on the floor. So I'm gonna try and play this again in the evening when more people are online. But I hope you enjoyed this anyways. This is crazy, and I need to go save Minfilia pronto, so look forward to that. I'll see you next time. Bye!